जय श्री श्री राधा माधव की, श्रील प्रभुपाद की। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। From Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, the Samam Bonam, Chapter 24, Worshipping Govardhan Hill, verse number 15, 1-5. Verse number 15, 10.24.15. किम इंद्रेनेह भूतानां स्वस्वकर्मा अनुवर्तिनाम् अनिशेनान्यथा कर्तुम् स्वभावविहितं निर्णयः। किम इंद्रेनेह भूतानां स्वस्वकर्मानुवर्तिनाम् अनिशेनान्यथा कर्तुम् स्वभावविहितं निर्णयः। किम इंद्रनेह भूतानां स्वस्वकर्मानुवर्तिनम् अनिशेनान्यथा कर्तुम् स्वभावविहितं निर्णयः। माताजी, किम इंद्रेण भूतानां स्वकर्मानुवर्तिनाम् अनिशेनान्यथा कर्तुम् स्वभावविहितं निर्णयः। किम what? Indrena with Indra, Iha, here, Bhutanam, for living entities, Swa, Swa, each their own, Karma, of fruitive action, Anuvartinam, who are experiencing the consequences, Anishena, Indra, who is incapable, Anyatha, otherwise, Kartum, to make, Swabhava, by their conditioned natures, Vihitam, that which is ordained, Nirnam, for men. Translation and purport by the disciples of Srila Prabhupada. Translation. Living beings in this world are forced to experience the consequences of their own particular previous work. Since Lord Indra cannot in any way change the destiny of human beings, which is born of their own nature, why should people worship him? Purport. Lord Krishna's argument here is not a negation of free will. If one accepts the existence of karma as a system of laws awarding reactions for our present activities, then we ourselves, according to our nature, will decide our future. Our happiness and distress in this life have already been adjudicated and fixed according to our previous activities, and not even the demigods can change that. They must award us the prosperity or poverty, sickness or health, happiness or distress due us by our previous work. However, we still retain the freedom to select a pious or impious mode of activity in this life, and the choice we make will determine our future suffering and enjoyment. For example, if I was pious in my last life, in this life the demigods may award me great material wealth, but I am free to spend my riches for good or for bad purposes, and my choice will determine my future life. Thus, although no one can change the karmic results due him in this life, everyone still retains his free will by which he determines what his future situation will be. Lord Krishna's argument here is quite interesting. However, it neglects the overriding consideration that we are all eternal servants of God and must satisfy him by all that we do. Om Ajnantimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshu Unmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Nama Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So we are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 24, verse number 15, translation. Living beings in this world are forced to experience the consequence of their own particular previous work. Since Lord Indra cannot in any way change the destiny of human beings, which is born of their own nature, why should people worship him? Hare Krishna. So, in this chapter, Krishna sees that his father Nanda Maharaj and other village elders, family members and villagers, Brajavasis, they are quite busy making arrangements for a ceremony, a fire sacrifice. So Krishna, as a small boy, is inquisitive. So he approaches Nanda Maharaj and he says, Baba, what are you busy in? Tell me. Nanda Baba thinks, small child, what he will understand? So he avoids giving him answer. So there's a conversation which takes place between Krishna and his father, which we have heard already. And finally, Krishna indirectly tells Nanda Baba that there are some people in this world, they do actions, but they don't know why they do. In other words, fools. So Nanda Baba feels little agitated that my son thinks that I am doing activities but I don't know why I am doing or why I am hiding. So he feels compelled to answer Krishna. See, Krishna is so clever, अंदर की बात बाहर निकालने के लिए. To get the information out, Krishna uses this tact. And sometimes when we are counseling, we should learn this. Generally, people take time to open up their inner heart, even if there is good relationship. So preachers or devotees who are others' well-wishers, they should communicate in such a way and behave in such a way that people have trust to open their heart. And when their heart is open and their anarthas and material desires and material ambitions are visible, a sadhu should cut them with a sword of knowledge. Not cut the person, not defeat them, or embarrass them, or chastise them, or break them, but to cut the anarthas. So it's an art to get inside information outside. Krishna knows, of course. So he made Nanda Maharaj, he compelled Nanda Maharaj to speak. And Nanda Maharaj said, look Krishna, we are arranging this big ceremony, fire sacrifice to worship Indra. Because Indra gives us water. He gives us rain very mercifully. And with that water, we get grass. And the cows eat grass. And they give us milk. Otherwise, cow cannot sustain. And we cannot sustain. Without milk, there will be no, without water, there will be no grass. Without grass, there will be no cows. Without cows, there will be no milk. And we use the same water for farming, and we get grains and cooking. So Indra gives us rain very mercifully. He is the king of heaven, He is a demigod of rain, He is the Lord of rains. So yearly we offer this fire sacrifice. This is traditionally going on in our village since many generations. So in gratitude we offer this fire sacrifice. Balramji spoke up in between. He said, is it similar to offering tax to the king Kans? Every year we offer tax. Every year Nanda Maharaj used to take lots of load of milk and paneer and curd and sweets and grains and gold to offer tax to king comes out of fear that he should not attack our village and loot it. So instead of you forcibly looting it, I'll voluntarily give to you. So it's a pleasant experience even though you still have to give. So Balram said, is it like Kans? We offer it to Kans, yearly tax. Nanda said, no. Indra is not cruel. He is not demanding like Kans. This is our worship of Indra. So Krishna didn't like this. Krishna wants to preach to the whole world, Sarva dharman parityajya, mam ekam sharanam braja, कि you give up all kinds of religions and duties and obligations and come to me. And here in my own village, in home ground, in my own house, my own Brajavasis who love me so much, they are going to somebody else. Will it work? It will not work. Krishna didn't like this idea of Brajavasis worshipping Indra. And Krishna knew that Indra is already puffed up by this worship. This worship is harming Indra. Whenever villagers used to worship Indra, it used to add cumulative effect to Indra that I am Supreme Personality of Godhead. So he became very puffed up, very proud. So much so that we know he did offended the Brajavasis. He became so proud. So additionally, more worship if you do, his pride will increase. And Krishna doesn't like his devotees to be proud. Indra had one solution. If Indra had attended every day Bhagavatam class, this would not have happened. But he didn't attend. So he was proud of his performance. He didn't realize this performance is credit to Radha Ras Bihari. So pride develops when we don't hear and we are successful in our seva. Just like school children, if they are attentive in the school, they learn. But if they are not attentive in the school, then they have to be sent to coaching centers where they are forced to learn. It's optional and very costly. In the same way, Srila Prabhupada has arranged this Bhagavatam class like school, free. You can hear and learn. But if you don't learn, then Krishna arranges coaching center through Maya. It's optional but very costly. Lots of pain and distress comes, then we learn, I am not God. Then we learn that we have to be humble. So better we learn free rather than so costly tuition. So Krishna arranges experiences for devotees in such a way that they learn. But if we learn in a class, it's much easier and better. We learn by hearing rather than learn by experiencing. or seeing. Srila Prabhupada writes, first class student is who learns by hearing. Second class student is who sees and then learns. Third class is who experiences but still doesn't learn. Like a thief, he is seeing others go to jail, I should not steal. That's a first class hearing. But there are people who steal and go to jail and they come out of the jail and they become bigger become thief because they meet some masters in the jail. So become bigger thieves. So sending somebody to jail means making him a bigger thief because he gets that association. So Indra was thinking himself great. He was giving value to himself more than what he is. That's called pride. If 100 rupee thinks I am 1000 rupee, that's called pride. So Indra was giving himself value more than what he is. He is king of heaven, representative of Krishna, on a post. But he's thinking, I am the source of creation. I am the one who is providing everything and giving maintenance. I am God. They should worship me. What is wrong in that? I am the one who is maintaining them, their cows and their families. They should worship me. What is the big deal in that? So Krishna didn't like. So he wanted to curb the pride of Indra. He wanted to present a model where you don't need to worship demigods, still you can be successful, prosperous, happy. And he wanted to answer Nanda Maharaj, the reasons he gave, Nanda Maharaj gave the reasons of why worship Indra. Krishna wanted to curb those reasons. So Krishna starts speaking. And what Krishna spoke is called Karma Mimamsa philosophy. It's one of the 6 philosophies. This is not Bhagavad philosophy. This is not Vaishnava philosophy. This is not Srila Vyasadev's conclusion. This is a wrong philosophy which Krishna used to correct another wrong, which is demigod worship. Just like when you go to the forest barefoot and one thorn gets in your feet, it pains. What do? You take another thorn and remove the first thorn. After that, you throw both thorns. After that, you don't say first thorn, bad thorn, second thorn, good thorn, and put it in the pocket. No, you throw both thorns. Similarly, Krishna cut one wrong philosophy with another wrong philosophy. But my dear devotees, throw both the thorns, throw both the philosophies. Not that we accept this Karma Mimamsa philosophy, that Krishna just used as an argument. Vasudevam Sarvamiti, everything should be used in Krishna's service. So Krishna is very merciful, he used Karma Mimamsa in his service. That's Krishna's intelligence. So Karma Mimamsa says that karma is ultimate, highest. There is no God, there is no supreme person. And even if there is Lord, he also has to follow karma, laws of karma. He is also under the laws of karma. If I do good, he has to give me good. If I do bad, he has to give me bad. If I do good, can he give me bad? No. If I do bad, can he give me good? No. If I don't do, can he give me? No. That means he is also bound by the laws. He also has to follow some laws. So laws are higher than him. So why to worship him? Just do your duties nicely, everything will be okay. Work is worship. Karma hi puja hai. This is Karma Mimamsa philosophy. There are more technical things, but this is atheism. Atheism, but accepting reincarnation. That okay, there is next birth. but atheism, no existence of God, or even if God is there, he is inferior to the laws of karma. He also has to follow the laws. That's karma mimamsa. So Krishna uses this philosophy for Indra worship, and he successfully convinces Nanda Maharaj. But this philosophy, if we use for Krishna, it fails. That we should understand. So it is successful when you use for demigod worship, but it fails when you use for Krishna worship. That's the conclusion of Srimad Bhagavatam. Because Krishna is the lawmaker. The laws of karma are made by Krishna, not by Indra. Indra is not lawmaker. We are part and parcel of Krishna. We are not part and parcel of Indra. So yes, it is true that the demigods can give results only after we perform our karma. If we don't perform our karma, demigods cannot give us results. And yes, it is true that if we perform good karma, demigod has to give us reward, they can't give punishment. And if we perform bad karma, demigods have to give punishment, they can't give reward. That's true, demigods have to follow the laws. But Krishna is beyond these laws. That's where the karma mimamsa philosophy fails. We have seen, even in cases where doctor is good, hospital is good, medicines are available, but still the patient dies. Everything is good, still the result is bad. Or parents are good, still the child is bad character. Or dies early in spite of protection of parents. Or a good captain, good boat, proper ocean, still drowning happens. So there is some higher power, some higher being whose sanction is required to obtain results. And when we talk about sanction, there is freedom to sanction or not to sanction. That's where Krishna, the Supreme Personality of God's existence, is established. Just like a mother may tell her son, do homework, then I will give you food. Son does homework and mother gives food. Now you cannot take a philosophy out of it that whole life, whenever I do homework, I will get food. There is no law like that. So then don't go to job, just sit and do homework in house, you will get food. After mother dies also you will get food. No, there is no law like that. Mother is telling this rule of the home to make the child responsible for his duties. Mother will anyway give food. So Krishna made the laws of karma to make us responsible in our varnashram duties. But he is in control of what to give. It's not because of our karma. We should understand that. I think last time we gave this example, that when a boy takes an ATM card and goes to withdraw cash from ATM machine when he is staying away from home, he should also know the machine is not giving me money. And my effort to go to the ATM machine is not giving me money. My father has deposited money in the bank and I am just withdrawing it. So my walking to the ATM machine, my putting the card and punching the password and other details, this karma is not creating the money. So the money is not result of this karma. This action is just withdrawing the result which is given by my father. Now if this goes on for years together and he forgets the existence of father, Still, somebody is putting money in the account, that's why he is withdrawing. In the same way, for birds and birds together, we are taking the resources of this universe and we have forgotten the Father who has deposited in our account. Morning breakfast, lunch, dinner, and air, and fire, and earth, and ether, and rain, water, and oxygen, all this we are withdrawing. And everybody is withdrawing their quota. And we think my hard work in my day is creating this result. No. You are doing your homework. But your homework or your hard work is not creating your food. Your hard work is not creating the resources of the universe. You cannot make even a grain of rice in the factory. All these resources and food is present in the universe without your hard work. What you are doing is withdrawing. Withdrawing what Krishna is giving you. Krishna conveniently uses the laws of karma to organize and manage this universe. That's fine. But a person who is withdrawing the results, especially devotees, should not forget that this is Krishna's mercy and not my hard work. This Krishna's providing, not my hard work or my effort. So we are just withdrawing the result, not creating the result. We are withdrawing Krishna's mercy and not creating our resources. So we are dependent on Krishna, who has created the resources, who sanctions the results, who has created the law of karma, and who can overpower the law of karma. So when you pray, He can overpower and give you something more than what you deserve. Demigods can't do that in general. Krishna can do that. So we pray to Him. Karda Muni wanted to marry. Poor brahmachari, staying in the forest, having nothing, no clothes, no property, no bank balance, no mobile, no degree. And he performs austerities praying, my dear Krishna. And he comes, visits. On Garuda, Lord Vishnu comes. Seeing Karda Muni's austerities, tears come from the eyes of Lord Vishnu and forms Bindu Sarovar, still there in Gujarat. And he offers prayers. And he expresses his heart, I want a wife, a suitable wife, suitable disposition. And Vishnu says, yes, day after tomorrow, Manu Maharaj, the king of the planet, will come and he will do Kanyadan of Devahuti, his beautiful daughter. You accept, she is of good nature and she will take care of your house. And that happens. Manu Maharaj, the king of the planet, comes in the forest on a golden chariot and offers princess to a poor brahmachari staying in the forest. And Devahuti is not ordinary girl. When she was 11, 12 years of age, she was playing on the terrace of her palace with a ball. And one Gandharva in his private plane was in the clouds passing by. Gandharva is one who sees the dance of Apsaras in Indraloka every day. Beautiful Apsaras dancing. And from his plane he saw down Devahuti playing with a ball. So beautiful Devahuti, so beautiful, he fell unconscious on the floor of his plane. One who sees the dance of Apsaras, if he falls unconscious on the floor of the plane, after seeing Devahuti, how much beautiful Devahuti is. And that Devahuti got married to Karda Muni because he prayed to Vishnu. If Karda Muni had put his biodata on a matrimonial site, would have got Devahuti? No chance. Or he went house to house, I want to marry, he would have reached Devahuti. But he prayed to Vishnu and he got beyond his imagination. That's Krishna, giving us more than what we deserve. That's his mercy that he provides to his devotees. So devotees should never think that because of my hard work I am getting this. We are just withdrawing what our Father is depositing. So that's the conclusion of the Srimad Bhagavatam. So the living entity performs karma out of free will. And the karma gives result as per law. But that result is compulsory, I have to take. Now what I do with this result, that will be my choice, which will be new karma. So if in this life I did some pious activities, next life I may become rich. I got money. That money I got because this life I did some pious activities. Building hospitals or taking care of poor people or blind people or something, feeding free food or water to thirsty and hungry people. So when I get rich next life, now I choose how to use this wealth. So I have a freedom. And if I use it properly, I'll further get good result, more good result. But if I use it improperly, I'll get punished. What Indra has to do. If I use the wealth properly, Indra has to give me reward. And if I misuse the wealth and do sinful activities, Indra has to punish me. He has nothing to do in this. He can't change my destiny. If I do sinful activities with my wealth, can he still reward me? No. If I do more pious activities with my wealth, can he punish me? No. So when Indra can't change my destiny, why I should worship him? It's not required. He is also has to follow the laws. Then why worship Krishna? Because Krishna can change destiny. I'll give two examples from Krishna book. When Krishna finished his education in Ujjain, in the ashram of Sandipani Muni, Krishna Balram approached their Guru Maharaj Sandipani Muni that what Guru Dakshina we should offer. And Sandipani Muni thought, these are very special students. They learned 64 arts in 64 days. Generally students take 12-13 years to learn 64 chapters. They learned 64 arts in 64 days. Morning they heard, afternoon they practiced, evening they became expert. Next day new art. So special students means I should ask special Guru Dakshina. Why some ordinary milk and rice and mango? I should ask special. Now if you want to do special, you have to seek permission. So he went to his wife that we want to take special Guru Dakshina. What should we take? Any shopping list, washing machine वगैरह कुछ चाहिए? So wife said yes. And she narrated her desire. Sandipani came back to Krishna Balram. They said, our small son was playing on the bank of the ocean, Prabhashetra, and he never came home back. He died. The ocean took him. As Guru Dakshina, we want him alive, back. Immediately Krishna Balram went to the ocean. There Krishna killed Panchajanya and didn't find the babe son. He took the conch shell and went to Yamaloka and inaugurated his conch shell there. And Yamaraj came out very happy. Krishna Balram in my loka, Narak loka, because Yamraj doesn't get darshan, devotees don't go there. Yamraj doesn't get sadhu sangha because devotees don't go to Narakloka. So Yamraj was very happy. He washed the feet of Krishna Balram, offered them garlands and garments and prasad, and folded his hands and said, "How can I serve you, my Lord?" So Krishna told that my authority is superior to you. So my Guru's son is residing in your kingdom. You delete his file of karma and give me the son back. I want to give to my Guru Maharaj as Guru Dakshina alive. So this is one instance, clear cut, where Krishna told Yamaraj to delete his karma file and give the son back. Otherwise he has to continue his duration in Narakloka. But Krishna recovered. So Krishna can change destiny. And he made the son alive back as in the same form Sandipani Muni is used to see him. And he brought him on the chariot and gave to his spiritual master. And they were so happy to receive the dead son back. That's Krishna. Many years later, in Kurukshetra, in the time of eclipse, Vasudev and Dwarkavasis and all the pious kings, they assembled there. Then all the sages, including Narad Muni, also assembled. So Vasudev thought, very nice opportunity, Narad Muni and all the sages are here, why don't we have Bhagavatam Katha? And they selected Narad Muni as the speaker sitting on Vyasasan, and he gave Bhagavad classes. And he talked about the Supreme Personality of Godhead, transcendental to the three modes of material nature, Supreme Controller, Supreme Creator, Supreme Proprietor, Supreme Enjoyer, Supreme Master, all pervading, the Lord of the fire sacrifice, the Lord of the demigods, staying in our heart as Super Soul. So much glorification Narad Muni did. And towards the end, Narad Muni said, that Supreme Personality of Godhead, Vishnu, Narayan, whom I am talking about since so many days, is your son. Vasudeva got a jhatka. And he remembered, yes, he showed 4 hands in the jail of Kamsa. But his affection, fatherly affection, overtook, and he considered Krishna as his son. So Vasudeva, when he went back to Dwaraka, he kept contemplating that my son is God, Supreme Personality of Godhead. And every day, Krishna, Balram, they used to come after getting ready in the morning to the room of Vasudeva and Devaki and pay their obeisances and touch their feet to receive blessings. And Vasudeva is into this contemplation now. So today morning when Krishna Balram came, before they could offer obeisances, Vasudeva offered obeisances. Reverse. Vasudeva offered obeisances. And Mother Devaki is surprised what is happening. And Vasudeva offered very beautiful prayers. In fact, repeating whatever Narad Muni told in the class. Bona fide. That you are transcendental, beyond the three modes, all pervading, Supreme Creator, Supreme Controller, Supreme Maintainer, Supreme Enjoyer, Supreme Proprietor, Supreme Master, in the region of, in the heart, Lord of the demigods. And Vasudeva offered these prayers. At the end, Krishna said, yes, you are correct. So Mata Devi got little overwhelmed with emotions. Then she also offered prayers, paid obeisances. Then she said, Krishna, I have a question. He said, yes, what is the question? He said, I have heard all these gigantic universes. You know what is a universe, right? Not planet Earth. Universe, which contains all the stars and planets and sky. Much, much larger than Earth. Cannot be compared. All these gigantic universes, they come from your stomach as Mahavishnu when you breathe out. Krishna said, yes, you have heard correct. All these big, big universes come from Krishna's belly. Then Mother Devaki said, all these universes come from your belly, then how come you came out of my belly? This I can't conceive. See, where is Devaki in a universe? Where is universe? In Krishna. And where is Krishna? In Devaki. How can somebody conceive this? It's like Mumbai is in Maharashtra, Maharashtra is in India, India is in Juhu. How can somebody conceive this? Krishna is not different from his own creation. So then Mother Devaki said, I have one more question. Krishna knew one more googly will come. He said, I have heard that as Guru Dakshina, you made your Guru's son alive from Yamaraj. Krishna said, yes, that's correct. Devaki said, mere to 6 mar gaye. My 6 sons died. They are 6 elder brothers of Krishna who were killed by Kamsa immediately after birth. And Devaki indicated to Krishna, you are going to take birth. That information was the cause of their death. Why did Kamsa kill them? Because he heard Krishna is going to come. So because you were going to come and Kamsa heard that, he killed your brothers. Indicating that there is some responsibility on your part also. News नहीं भेजा होता तो थोड़ा बच जाते थे ना. Said, please make them alive. Devaki wanted her 6 sons to be alive. It's 100 years, more than 100 years passed, but still she is crying for the sons. Immediately Krishna Balram took a chariot and went to Sutal Lok, where Bali Maharaj is the king now. Vamandev sent him to Sutal Lok. And Sutal Lok is higher than Indra Lok actually. So opulent. And Bali Maharaj was so happy to have Krishna Balram in his kingdom. He immediately got up from his throne, golden throne, and made Krishna Balram sit on the throne. He said, this throne is not good for you, but this is the best in my kingdom. So I offer it to you. So the best of our life, our house, should be offered to Radha Ras Bihari. If you offer flowers or purchase fruits for Radha Ras Bihari or your deities, best in your capacity. He deserves more than that. But we offer our best to Krishna. Our life, whatever is best, we offer to Krishna. Our best time is morning time, so that we should offer to Krishna. Do very nice Mangalarti, nice chanting, Guru Puja, class, morning program, best. Not evening when you are sleeping and chanting, Are Baap Re, abhi tak 16 mala baki hai. Don't do that. There is no rule, chanting can be done any time, but best, fresh, nice. Evening you do extra or read more or do service. It's a good habit to do morning japa. So we offer best to Krishna. Perfect service. So Bali Maharaj, he was crying with tears of ecstasy and he was not able to speak and his body was trembling and he kept the feet of Krishna on his head, on his chest, and his tears were pouring and washing the feet of Krishna. And separately he washed his lotus feet and sprinkled water on his family members. He was in very great ecstasy. And he said, we are demons. We are from demonic khandan. family. And we don't deserve to see you. But here, by your causeless mercy, you are giving your darshan. The whole world knows you take side of demigods. Whenever there is a demigod and demon yuddha, whom does Krishna side? Demigods. Whole world knows you take side of demigods. But I, Bali Maharaj, today declare that actually you are on the side of demons. Bali Maharaj experience, see, the whole world has a different experience and different understanding of history, that Krishna is on the side of demigods. But Bali Maharaj's personal experience is you are on the side of demons. How? See, whenever there is a war, Indra comes and a demon comes on the battlefield. Krishna comes, helps Indra kill the demon. The demon dies, goes back to Godhead, and Indra goes back to his throne. I won, victory. Then second demon comes, again Indra comes, again Krishna comes on the side of Indra. Again there is a fight, demon is killed, he goes back to God, liberated. Indra goes on the throne. Then the third demon comes, and Bali Maharaj says, in this way whole khandan of demon is liberated and Indra is still sitting there. So whose side Krishna is? On the demon side, because Krishna knows these demons can't do Mangalarati, can't do chanting, can't do regulative principles. Kill them and liberate them. So whole family is liberated of demons, and Indra is still doing his sense gratification. So you are on the side of demons. We are not into mode of goodness. We can't perform sadhana. So you know the only way to liberate her is kill us. Bali Maharaj, how can I serve you? So Krishna told Bali Maharaj one story. The story of Devaki's 6 sons, who were first 6 sons of Marich. Then they offended Brahma. Then they became 6 sons of Hiranyakashipu. And Hiranyakashipu felt offended by them and cursed them. Then they became 6 sons of Devaki. And Kalanemi, he became Kansa and killed the 6 sons of Devaki. Big story, I am not going to tell. So these 6 sons of Devaki who were killed by Kamsa, who was in previous life Kalnemi Asura, and the 6 sons in previous life were in the family of Hiranyakashipu, and before that in the Marich Rishi's 6 sons, they by their karma are present in Sutal Loka. This is their 6 Aadhaar card he gave, he said address, name, location, everything. Knowing my ruling supreme, you present these 6 sons now to me, I want to take them to Devaki. She is crying for them. So once again Krishna deleted their karma file. They were supposed to continue their existence in Sutal Loka. But Krishna went to Bali Maharaj, gave the 6 names, told them these 6 citizens I want, and deleted their karma. And he gave the 6 citizens, Krishna converted the 6 citizens into 6 babies as Devaki had seen them, and put the 6 babies on the chariot and came back and gave to Devaki. And Devaki Mata was so happy, she was crying. 6 children, one on this slab, one on this slab, one in this arm, one on head, one on 2 shoulders. 6 children, ek saath. And immediately her breast started overflowing with milk. After 100 years, it was still not dry because she saw her own babies. And she fed them her breast milk. All the 6 babies, as soon as they drank that breast milk, that was Mahaprasad, because Krishna had drank in the prison. So because they took Mahaprasad milk, they got liberated. Immediately they got down, paid obeisances to Krishna Balram, did 3 parikrama and went back home, back to Godhead. All their karma gone. And Devaki is surprised. When did you make them alive? When did they drink my milk? And when did they go back? And she was satisfied. This is Krishna who promises in Bhagavad Gita, Sarva Dharman Parityajya Mam Ekam Sharanam Vraja Aham Tvam Sarva Papebhyo Mokshayisyami ma sucha. Ma sucha means don't worry, do not fear, daro mat. No chinta. I am here, Krishna says, just come to me. So Krishna promises this in Bhagavad Gita. Many times devotees ask, will my karma go away? I have done some bad things before coming to ISKCON. Krishna will take care. We don't have to do any separate austerity or prashchit or anything. We just have to continue performing our chanting and our devotional service. Tvam sarva papebhyo. Krishna says, I will take care of all your sinful reactions. When? Just come to me. Aham tvam sarva papebhyo. Mam ekam sharanam vraja. Surrender unto me only. Ekam. Mam ekam. Me only. Only me. The word ekam is important here. Only. Surrender unto me only. Don't go to anybody else. No neighbors, only Radha Rasbihari. Just come to me and I will take care. See, if a husband tells a wife, I love you, she'll be very happy. But husband tells a wife, I love you only, she'll be more happy. There's a difference, right? The word only is very important here. When he says, I love you, there is no proof that since morning 4-5 ko bola hai kya nahi. I say, I love you only. Then she says, yeah, aaj paneer banaungi main. Because only me he loves. Nobody else. So when you go to Krishna and say, only I surrender unto you, only, there's a very big difference. So Krishna says, I will take care of all your sinful reactions. When? Mam ekam, only me. Surrender unto me only. Our faith should not be multiple. So same thing in Govardhan Leela, Krishna is teaching, come to me only, not this Indra, Chandra, Varun, Vayu, Shiva, Brahma, Durga, Ganesh, or so many other so-called Surya. No, not required. Just come to me, I will take care. We are part and parcel of Krishna, not of Indra, Chandra, Varun, Vayu, Brahma, Shiva, Durga, Ganesh. So what we have to do with them? Nothing. We just go to Krishna and only Krishna. And we serve Him, and that's success of our life. We should be thoroughly convinced that if I serve Krishna, I don't have to do anything else in my life. All needs will be fulfilled, all goals will be achieved, all perfection and success will be obtained. I just have to serve Krishna. Just depend on Him. Just take His shelter and He will take care. Anything else we have tried already, births after births, and the result is another birth. So this life for Krishna and only Krishna. Nobody else, no one else, nothing else. Just we surrender to Krishna, He takes care. Okay, we'll end here. Thank you very much. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. If there are any questions or comments? Yes, you will get a mic. So can we send a mic back in Mataji section?
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
In Laghu Bhagavatamrita, it is mentioned that only when Lord Krishna kills, the demons get liberation. Not when Lord Rama or Lord Narsingha, when they kill, the demons don't get liberation. And then Srila Prabhupada writes in many purports that for ordinary demons in Kali Yuga, Krishna doesn't have to come. He has to send some cyclone or flood, they will die. But only when demons are very, very big, they do big tapasya and they get the benedictions from Brahma and Shiva. When they become a great disturbance, then only Krishna will come and kill them. So that way we have to see.
Yeah,
better to practice devotional service.
Okay, thank you, Prabhuji. Nice. Yes, can you send the mic back?
दंडवत प्रणाम प्रभु जी।
हरे कृष्ण।
जब अर्जुन और कृष्ण भगवान ब्राह्मण के पुत्र को लेने के लिए वैकुंठ लोक गए थे, तब नारायण भगवान ने उनसे कहा था कि तुम मेरी ही कला से उत्पन्न हो, और इसके पहले भी नर नारायण के रूप में तुम मतलब इस आए हो, तो मेरी ही कला से उत्पन्न हो का मतलब नहीं समझा।
इंग्लिश में चलेगा?
ठीक है,
आंसर
चलेगा।
तो महाविष्णु he wanted to take darshan of Krishna.
Okay.
But the Dwarka security didn't allow him to come because there was no appointment available. So he did this leela of stealing the Brahmana's son, so that Krishna was forced to come to Mahavishnu as a leela to give his darshan. So there Mahavishnu, he told Krishna that Krishna is of course cause of all causes. But whenever Krishna comes to the material world, he comes through Vishnu. So it appears that Krishna is Vishnu avatar or Vishnu expansion. But actually Krishna is original supreme personality of Godhead. Vishnu is expansion of Krishna. Just like the president of America, if he comes to India, he will come through his embassy. That doesn't mean he is under the embassy or inferior to the embassy. He is superior to the embassy, but he will come through his embassy. In the same way, Krishna's embassy in the material world is Vishnu. So whenever Krishna comes, he comes through Vishnu. So it is popular that Krishna is avatar of Vishnu or Kala or expansion of Vishnu. Kala means expansion or Ansh. But actual thing is that Krishna is the original supreme personality of Godhead. Another thing is that Krishna came through Devaki. That doesn't mean Devaki is superior. Krishna used her as a mother. But Krishna is independent cause of all causes. Okay?
प्रभु जी, और एक क्वेश्चन था कि जब भी भगवान ने दर्शन दिए हैं अपने भक्तों को, तब उन्होंने चतुर्भुज नारायण के रूप में दिए, जैसे गजेंद्र मोक्ष में भी आता है, और ध्रुव जी को भी, तो उन्होंने, और देवकी जी को भी जब उनका इनकारनेशन होने वाला था, तो हर बार उन्होंने चतुर्भुज नारायण के रूप में ही दर्शन दिए थे। तो ये भी मतलब जानना था।
Yeah, so Krishna two-handed form is rare, very rare. So he doesn't give that darshan easily. And in Vrindavan he was always present in two-handed. In fact, yesterday was Vasant Ras, spring festival, Rasa festival. Krishna, Radharani and Gopis, they do Rasa dance. So in spring festival, one pastime is that once during the dance, Krishna escaped in between. And the Gopis started searching. So Krishna was standing in the corner of the forest in four-handed Vishnu form, just to tease the gopis. And the gopis saw Vishnu, they offered Dandvat Pranam. And they said, where is Krishna? Did you see the Nanda of Nanda Maharaj? Then with one hand he pointed there, and all the gopis left Vishnu. Said, kya Vishnu se kuch lena dena nahi? They all ran away, searching for Shyam Sundar. Then Radharani came there, and in front of Radharani, Krishna couldn't keep his four arms, and his two arms got hid. And Radharani realized this is Krishna only playing a prank. So Krishna's two-handed form is more rare. So Krishna comes in four-handed form to devotees who worship him in Vishnu form. Those who worship him in Ram form, he comes in Ram, darshan in Ram form. Those who worship in Shyam Sundar, then he gives his Shyam Sundar darshan. So Dhruva Maharaj, Kardam Muni, Gajendra, they were worshipping him as Vishnu. So he showed his Vishnu form. Devaki, he came as four-handed form just to reduce her fear of Kamsa. Then he became a baby, two-handed form. And then he was transferred to Gokul. Okay?
थैंक यू वेरी मच। स्पेशली आज जो कर्म मीमांसा का बताया प्रभु जी, उससे मुझे क्लियर हुआ, अदरवाइज मैं कर्म मीमांसा को मानती थी।
अभी छोड़ दीजिए उसको।
थैंक यू वेरी मच।
आपके लिए ताली बजाएंगे सब लोग। कृष्णा एंड ओनली कृष्णा, ये वर्क इज वर्शिप स्लोगन इंडिया में चालू हुआ था, क्योंकि जब इंडिया इंडिपेंडेंट हुआ था तो हमारे नेता लोग सोचते थे कि हमको भी इंडस्ट्रियल रेवोल्यूशन में ज़्यादा काम करना चाहिए, पूजा छोड़ना चाहिए, इसलिए वर्क इज़ वर्शिप चालू किया, लेकिन कुछ फ़ायदा हुआ नहीं, नेता लोग ही मर गए सब। यस सर।
दंडवत प्रणाम प्रभु जी।
हरे कृष्ण।
प्रभु जी, मेरे बहुत ही 2 फंडामेंटल क्वेश्चंस हैं। पहला प्रश्न ये है कि जो महामंत्र है, महामंत्र में राम का अर्थ क्या है? और दूसरा प्रश्न ये है, एकम की चर्चा जो आपने करी, अन्य सभी रिलीजन्स में, आस्थाओं में बहुत अच्छे अच्छे योगी हुए हैं और उन्होंने भी अपना रास्ता दिखाया है जनसाधारण को। तो हम क्यों इतना अपने आप को रोकते हैं कि केवल कृष्णा के पास ही सरेंडर करिए तभी आपको ये प्राप्त होगा? क्या दूसरे रास्ते और सभी बंद हैं? धन्यवाद।
इंग्लिश इज ओके?
या।
सो हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। So Ram is name of Krishna, which means source of all happiness. A devotee who is chanting, if he thinks of Ram as Lord Ramchandra, if he thinks of Ram as Lord Balram, or if he thinks of Ram as just Krishna, source of all happiness, everything is okay. So there is no problem there. But basically Krishna has his one more name, Ram, which means source of all happiness. So Prabhupada said, can we consider both? And second is, so many organizations and groups and Babas and Sadhus give their path. We don't give our path. We are giving Krishna's path, what Krishna told to us in Bhagavad Gita as it is. So what I am saying is not my path. It's not Prabhupada's path. Prabhupada also said, I am giving what Krishna gave. So Krishna says, Mam ekam sharan, I am surrender unto me only. We are repeating the same thing. So all other demigods and all are to be respected. But we are part and parcel of Krishna. So we worship Krishna, we get the result. See, just like as a father, you will tell your son that he should respect your brothers, your neighbors, your friends, he should serve them, he should behave nicely and speak politely, right? A father will tell his son that all other equal age males, equal age of father, should be respected fatherly, right? And if the son, if they require help to take a luggage or open a gate or a glass of water, the son should provide, like he provides to the father. And the son does it every day. The son takes care of uncle's water, food, luggage, etc. The father will be very happy. But if the son even once tell the uncle, Daddy, the father will be very upset. Said, you rascal, you 24 hours serve his lotus feet, no problem. But don't call him Daddy. Daddy only me. Right? So Krishna saying, Mam ekam, you do whatever with others, no problem. Daddy only I am the father. Don't call anybody else Daddy. Radha Rasbai will be upset. So he is Daddy. We are part and parcel of Krishna, not part and parcel of Indra, Chandra, Varun, Vayu, Surya, Brahma, Shiva, Durga, and believe me, not of Ganesh also. We are part and parcel of Krishna. He is only Daddy. So we go to him. You know, a child goes to mama, mama gives chocolate, daddy doesn't give chocolate, and think mama is more good than daddy, but dentist bill daddy has to pay, mama doesn't pay. So those who demigods give some results, no value. We go to Krishna, he will take care. Okay?
Hare Krishna.
Yes, Gyan Vigraha, right? Yeah, you can pass the mic in the front.
Hare Krishna. You gave the example of ATM machine. that our action withdraw the result, not create the result. So if we put more effort, so can we withdraw more result?
No, otherwise every coolie will be Ambani.
So what the means of the by our effort we can withdraw more result? We can withdraw the result. What the means of that?
What is the meaning? It is just so that we perform our duty. Like mother says, do homework, then I'll give you food. But actually homework has no connection with the food. But to make the child disciplined, mother uses this rule of the house. Take bath, then I'll give you food. You'll remove the uniform and shoes, then I'll give you food. Why? Uniform remove करने से खाना मिलता है क्या? नहीं. There is no rule like that. To make the child disciplined, mother does that. So in Varnashram, everybody, Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra have to perform their duty. And they withdraw the result. The duty is not creating the result. The duty is done so that in Varnashram, human society is organized. Okay? Yes, Punya Shlok Prabhu.
Prabhu, I've got a question, but just can I please just want to clarify something.
Yeah.
The result which we withdraw based on, because everyone's got different account, and in that there is different amount of money deposited, and one can only withdraw that.
Yes.
And whatever amount is there, that is what one can withdraw,
Yes.
according to that. Yeah.
Right.
Now, Prabhu, we talked about that how Krishna has to kill someone and then they get liberation. Mataji was also talking about that. Now, even in Mahabharata, we can see there were so many soldiers on the battlefield, and even Krishna didn't kill them, but they died in front of Krishna, and they also got liberation,
Yes.
right? So just by his mere presence, even someone dies in front of him, they can also get liberated. Is that right?
Yes. Even just by chanting his holy name while dying, you get liberated. Even Namabhas, even the shadow of the holy name can give liberation. Okay?
Thank you.
We have example of that Malech person who was going to meet his friend in another village, and he was crossing a forest. In that forest, a wild boar attacked him and killed him, and while dying he said haram. Haram and halal, these are two Urdu words. Haram is like abuse, bad word, and halal is good word. So he condemned that boar haram, and he got liberated because he said Ram at the time of death. He didn't say Lord Ramchandra. He said haram to the boar, condemned, abused. But he got liberated because he said Ram. Yeah.
Just one more thing, Prabhu. I heard one story where Garuda actually, he picked up a snake, and the snake was even dead or just almost dying at the last minute. His tail touched Ganga water, and he also got
liberated.
So how is that, Prabhu?
Yeah, because at the time of death, you are touching Ganga, which is coming from the lotus feet of Krishna. So you are coming in contact with Krishna. So at the time of death, if you are coming in contact with Krishna, then you get liberated. So that's special mercy. Okay. Ajamila also, he got second chance. Yes, Chaitanya.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, very nice class you gave. You were telling about how if duty is done so as to get disciplined. So if somebody is disciplined, that means that he is a devotee of Krishna in one sense. So for him there are no duties to perform in one sense. All his needs will be taken care of. So how do we practically tell this to people?
Look at us, we attend Mangala Arati, dance, chant, a class, and now there will be prasad ready. What did you do for that? And the beauty is, if you happen to miss Mangala Arati, still prasad is ready. But don't do that, that's not license. Sweet rice. But tell people, come and join, there is so much space in the ashram. Simple. Right? But those who are renounced, brahmachari, sannyasis, they should not be irresponsible. They should serve Krishna. He is our master. He is feeding us. He's not feeding us because we are doing something. He's feeding us because He loves us. And we should reciprocate that love by doing service to Radha Raspiya. So we should keep the temple clean, we should do deity worship, we should do preaching, book distribution, take care of guests, so many management, administration. That's love. We keep His palace nice. And He allows us to stay in that palace and eat His menu. So that's master-servant relationship. Master is maintaining servant, servant is serving master. Only those who leave the master, they are on the streets crying like a dog for 2 rotis. Okay? Yes.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, thank you so much for your wonderful class.
Hare Krishna, thank you.
I just wanted to know that what is the meaning of liberation for demons who killed by Krishna? Are they all go to a spiritual world or like go to Brahma Jyoti or merge into the body of Lord Krishna?
So mostly they become one with the Brahma Jyoti, impersonal liberation. But some also get Sarupya, Sayujya. Not Sayujya is impersonal liberation. Some also get Sarupya in the Vaikuntha. Or they stay in the same planet, Samipya, Shashti. Okay?
Thank you so much, Prabhuji.
Yes.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
So Prabhu, when the Mataji asked that the Krishna comes, you said Krishna comes through Mahavishnu. So the entire universe is of Krishna, so why he comes through Mahavishnu? He can come directly also.
Yeah, when you ask any why to Krishna, he say Meri Marji. So Krishna doesn't come every time. Every time his incarnations come. So Matsya, Kurma, Vara, they are all incarnations, avatar. They all come from Shirodakshai Vishnu. Once a while he comes, once in a day of Brahma. So he follows the pattern. He says, "Theek hai, I'll also follow the same pattern." So he comes through Vishnu. He can do without that also, you are correct. But if you go and ask him, he will say, Meri Marji. So
Thank you, Prabhu.
he can come through Shiva also, he can come through Brahma also, he can come from the pillar also. He is Meri Marji type. Okay? Any more questions? We have to end. Yeah. Can you pass the mic?
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji, for the wonderful class.
Hare Krishna.
So, Prabhuji, my question is: you told us about how the Krishna is our father, and he is providing everything for our maintenance. So, my question is: in a current scenario, I see that in the back of the mind, everything we know, ki Krishna is our supreme father, and he is providing our jobs and everything. He is backing everything. So still we need to do a hard work, so many things, and sometimes we forget Krishna doing that, and after that we come to know Kini Krishna is doing everything, but still somehow we think that the security and everything we need to do, and sometimes some jugglery and fighting is going on in our mind, what to do and what need to do, but so how to overcome from it?
Hear more. Earlier your faith that Krishna is doing everything was less when you were born. Now it's more because you heard. You keep hearing, it will increase. So we chant more, hear more. When we chant and hear more, the faith, the seed of faith is watered and it blooms and it grows. So then the faith becomes 100%. 100% faith is equal to prema, Krishna prema. So Krishna prema is faith which is 100%. So now our faith is more than 0%, less than 100%. It will increase by chanting and hearing. So you keep chanting, keep hearing, this faith will increase that Krishna is everything. Vasudevam sarvamiti samahatma sudurlabha. So you follow this process of chanting and hearing. So the faith will increase.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay, we will end here. Thank you very much. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.